These Council decisions are part of the process of harmonising our national justice and legal systems into a common EU system. Already, any EU citizen can be extradited from one EU country to another by means of a European arrest warrant with minimal safeguards. Even when a national legal system or a national government knows that a gross injustice is being done, it cannot prevent it. Under the new rules on trials in absentia, we can now be tried and sentenced in another EU state without even being aware that this has happened, and then face extradition and imprisonment. We can be fined or have our property confiscated, again without our own national legal systems or governments being able to prevent it or protect us. Under the Lisbon Treaty, a European public prosecutor is planned with wide-ranging powers to investigate and prosecute those charged with offences against the Union's interests, aided by Europol, whose officials have immunity from prosecution for anything that they do or anything that they say in the course of their duties. And of course we have the European Union's own paramilitary police force, the European Gendarmerie, being constructed in Vicenza, which will have the power to cross borders to suppress civil unrest in EU member states. All this is being done in the name of protecting us from terrorism. But what is actually happening, of course, is the never-ending mission of the European Union to increase and entrench its own power and dominion in every area of our national lives. Terrorism is indeed a real threat, the single biggest source of which in the world today is the ideology of fundamentalist, literalist and extremist Islam. But terrorism should be combated by national governments working in cooperation with each other, not used as an excuse to increase the power of the European Union.
Thank you. Mr. Button next.
Thank you, Mr. President. On a report that appears to limit the immunity of Europol officials, but it is a smokescreen for future legislation that will actually extend it after 2010. There is no debate. The vote is merely a consultative exercise. The decision will be made by the European Council. Europol officials will be able to operate in member states in a wide variety of capacities that will give them immunity for anything that they do and anything that they say in the course of their duties, a privilege not even enjoyed by the NKVD under Stalin's Great Terror. This will be a novel innovation in England, where no public official has immunity from prosecution. Under the Lisbon Treaty, member states' parliaments will not be able to block further extension of Europol's powers amended by Council decisions. These are the first steps in the creation of a European Union police state.